And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Here we go.
Second and 4. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff running left is Gibson.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-task coach.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down. Howell. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end half of play. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on third down, Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Off play action. Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. The point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Howell. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple of yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. McCaffrey with a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, they'll throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Howell. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback. Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there, keeping it himself from a yard out.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
2nd and 3.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st and 10, Howell forced out to his left. Slings this deep for McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.